Okay, now it's time to figure out where the frets are going to go. And in order to do that, first you need to cut where your nut is going to be. So I've marked on my slots for my nut here, and I've got a mitre box set up. And the neck can slide back and forth in this, and I've taken off half of the mitre box. I've set these at the right height, and what I do is I hold a bit of maple here and I saw down. Then we clamp in a block of maple behind the saw so that we know we're sawing at 90 degrees. Set everything up, cut our first slot. Now with the nut slot marked, we can go ahead and put on the frets. And I've worked them out using the StewMac fret calculator, and here's the web address of that. And what I've done is I've worked out where each fret is going to be, but you've got to measure in a consistent length. So that means you don't measure the first fret, then measure from there to the second fret and the third fret and so on. Because if you have a tiny error between each fret, by the time you get to the end of the neck, your fret could be as much as a centimetre out. So here we are. Each fret is worked out to 1 decimal place, in some cases 2 decimal places. And I'm simply going to mark them as dots on the centre line using this ruler. Okay, 48.47, 606.9, 621.3. Okay, that's all 22 frets marked on. I'll go over, I'll check them, and then I'll get cutting the slots. And here we have it, a nicely slotted neck. Now a little trick, I've stuck some thread on here so that I can find my centre line and make sure that the body and neck line up. So I run the thread along, I run something up at 90 degrees so that I know that my centre line is accurate, and I check that I'm dead on. Now with the exact position of our neck marked, we can go around and work out where our pocket is going to be. The neck currently has a squared off end, and the pocket is going to have rounded corners, and the neck will have rounded corners too, but we start with a squared pocket, and you'll see why I do that soon. So here's the neck pocket marked, and here you can see 2 points at which I'm actually going to drill. I've decided that the radius I want is a 6mm radius, or a 12mm diameter. So that means I'm going to drill down with a 12mm drill at these 2 points. I'll get 2 round sections here, then I'll cut across, and using chisels and the router plane I'll take out the rest of the waste. First I'll probably go in with a Forstner bit and a hand brace. Then after that's done, I'll shape the neck to match. I've already marked my 6mm radius bits on the end here, and the whole thing should fit together nicely with a bit of luck. Right, now I'm going to start drilling, and what I'm using of course is my regular drill setup here with the hand drill, and I've got my drill here, I've got my points auled here, and I'm going to drill down to the correct depth, which is 5/8 of an inch, 15 point something millimeters, and then after I've done that I'm going to drill out over the rest of the thing using a Forstner bit and the same setup, and the Forstner bit will give me a reasonable level surface so that I can then go in with the chisel and the router plane and clean up the edges. So fairly soon I'm hoping I've got a decent neck cavity. And that is the foundation of our corners. base with the neck attached. There's a little more fine tuning to the cavity, but it's a pretty tight fit, and when I check it with a ruler, we've got an exact centre line. Now I've decided on my pickup placement relative to the bridge and the end of the neck, giving me a bit of room for doing some slap work and a few other things. And with my pickup placement marked, my two cavities decided on, my corners defined, what I'm now going to do is drill out the edges here. And again, I'm going to use a drill of a certain diameter. In this case, I'm going to use 6mm and drill down and then carve out with a chisel. I'll score with a knife and carve out with a chisel and make my pickup cavities. I'll finish off with a router plane. So here's the current state of the guitar. We can see where the bridge is going to sit. There are the pickups. The edges have been rounded and beveled. The cavities are done. The neck is here. It's set in all the way down here. I worked outside today because it was a bit of a nice day. And that is now looking like, well, a bass. Now it's time to thickness the body. The body's quite thick, it's almost 5 centimeters, 15 millimeters. So I want to take about 6mm off the back and about 2mm off the front. Because this is a bass and there aren't deep body switches, I can make the body relatively light. And the neck's quite light and thin, so you know, we'll go with a lighter body. So to take off the back, first I need to mark my line, and for that I use the Grammel and mark around. Now, with our line marked and our blank secured to the bench, it's time to go in and take off this wood. And for that, I'll use a hand plane. And here we are. It's now to the right thickness. It's been smoothed off with the number 4 smoothing plane. I started out with the number 5 and finished with the 4, and even though there's only one number differentiating them, the number 4 gives this glass smooth finish where a number 5 is always quite rough. I don't know quite why that happens, but I assume it's voodoo. Right, now I need to get into some shaping. And I'm going to take out a tummy cut here and an arm cut here, and I'll use the Shinto rasp to pull off that material. So, here's our body. I put in a little curve here, just where it rests over the knee. And here is quite a significant belly carve. That'll all get smoothed out as I do the final sanding. You can see the profile here, kind of strap-like, and there's our arm rest carve as well. So now we've got a nice light body that's almost done. And now we sand. Don't get carried away with romantic notions of lutherie and people with hand planes and aprons and all that sort of stuff. 90% of guitar building is sanding, especially at this point.